Oh, yes. I got to go back onto the server. I have crispy bacon. I don't know if crispy bacon is still at my house on the server. You guys need to go and check for me at some point and see if crispy bacon. I made a little pen for Chris, and I know I put crispy bacon in there, but I haven't earned enough things to make the label. So crispy could have gotten out. It's been a while. So he's still there? Okay. All my pals on the server, they've gone off and built their palatial, empires on Minecraft. I have one little house with a diving board into a pool and crispy bacon. But they all know where it is by this portal, so my friends will check in to make sure the crispy's getting fed. And I do believe I still had the farm there, though. The corn and some things growing. But wait a minute, the crispy bacon can't eat that unless I feed it to him, right? Because I have to feed it to him. Oh, poor Chris. He's probably like all anorexic now. Oh, what a bummer. Okay, so how about we get going back into our music here. This is part 2 to our Happy Aloha Friday here at the Avocado Show. I've had a big fat list of donos coming through, as well as we are going to be hitting some Wheel of Cheese. I think I've been online for about an hour and a half, maybe. So, I still have a lot of good energy. I got fresh popcorn. I got my wasabi peas, peanuts, peanut butter, Vegemite, and I got me some pretzels over there, and of course my water and a little leftover coffee. Oh, 2 hours? Good. I'm in good shape. All right. Let's get away from my ASMR popcorn, and let's get into our next track. Oh, by the way, yeah, the holdovers have been done for a while now. We're now into today's stuff that's been dropping in. Right now, I'm with DJ Tambor. DJ Tambor. I know you're here. I saw you just chime in and say, bruh. Was that me eating my popcorn like a pig? Was that it? I disturbed you. How are you? So, we're going to be doing an anime called Vitamin C. The name of the track is Vacation. It looks like it's a Pokemon thing I can see by the artwork. This track plays in a short... Let me collect my mind. This track plays in a short that was part of the first Pokemon movie ever made back in 1998, where the main characters go on a vacation to the beach. All right, this is coming to us from DJ Tambor. Let's go. All right. A little bit of a Lewis Cole vibe right here with that vocal. What a great sound. Nice little combo of the 50s beach music. And I love that. Oh, what a great how he fused that. This is a Pokemon. I like the choice in that it's not quite an arpeggiation, but that percussive little line there. It had a good delay on it that gave it this nice back forth. It almost felt like an arpeggiate. That was it, the go-go's. That's why I wanted to reach into this. Yeah, I actually learned by you saying so groovy, it embodied that whole vibe from square one on it. And it did have that kind of beach sound, as I mentioned earlier, kind of that beachy playing, you know, Gidget playing beach, whatever kind of a thing. But, you know, the female approach to the vocals and stuff like that, I was going, where is this pulling? Where is this pulling? And it had a Go-Go's kind of vibe, even though, I don't know if that what you were referencing earlier. I think it was SB or Lisa. I think Lisa was mentioning that it had, you know, a go-go vibe to it, but it also reminded me of something the Go-Go's would have had fun doing. Nostalgically, though, I love the fact that the channel or the chat blew up and everybody was getting into it, because I have no idea where or what within the movie it was, because I never saw it. I guess I also saw people talking about Mew. You're changing Mews. Was that a card? Or was that things that you used to trade back in the day? Something of that nature. But it definitely had that beach vibe, but it had more, you know, progressive sounds that they used. Oh, it's a Pokemon. Oh, it's a pink one. Got it. Oh, is that the pink one to the right in the thumbnail? Would that be Mew? Ah, gotcha. Oh, one of a kind card. So DJ, yeah, this the track in of itself has, you know, a very unique, you know, meaning for you and nostalgia wise, but for me it was a great listen to, and gave me that like that 60s vibe. But I like I said earlier though, I like the tones they were using in some of the arrangements that made it very fresh sounding without making it too overwhelming. They kept the integrity, I guess, if you would, of it being that beachy go 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 thing. So left, not right, but it's my right, but your left, or your left, my right, Jakin. I don't know, I'm looking this way, this is looking that way, and you're looking that way. That's okay, Jake. Oh, shit. All right, well, DJ, thanks for hanging out this long for your track. And looking like you do. I hope everything's going good for you. Let me see, who are we going to dive into next here on this long list? Tonto Corazon, how are you? Mr. Tonto Corazon. Let's see what Tonto Corazon wants. Tonto, are you here? Is you here? ¿Estamos muy bien? ¿Todo bien? Bueno, aquí nomás comiendo popcorn a una cochina de mierda. No. Soy boludo. Okay, so we are going to do here from Mano Chao. Che, que lo parió. So the name of the band is, I don't know if you would pronounce it, Manu Chao, Clandestino, con longestino. It's muy fino. I'm sorry, I just suck at that. I got it right? Okay. So first of all, he sends a message to everybody here. He goes, I hope everyone is vibing nicely tonight. So that was his message here to everybody here on the chat. And the overall message is, this is a celebration of the world and all its beautiful people and music. Great vibes to everybody. Okay, let's do this. Are we ready? Looks like we're doing some, it's going to be some live performance kind of thing. Let's go. All right.
Okay. Clandestino, take one.
¿Pero dónde vas? Mendoza, Argentina. ¿A dónde? Oh. A todo mundo.
Solo voy con mi pena, sola va mi condena. Correr es mi destino para burlar la ley. Perdido en el corazón de la grande Babilón. Me dicen el clandestino por no llevar papel. Para una ciudad del norte yo me fui a trabajar. Mi vida la dejé entre Ceuta y Gibraltar.
This is great. I love this.
Una raya en el mar, fantasma la ciudad. Mi vida va prohibida, dice la autoridad.
Solo voy con mi pena, sola va mi condena. Correré mi destino por no llevar papel. Perdido en el corazón de la grande Babilón. Me dicen el clandestino, yo soy el quebra ley. Africano, clandestino, colombiano, clandestino, y el cubano, clandestino, marihuana ilegal.
I love this, man. What a great collaboration.
Solo voy con mi pena, sola va mi condena. Correr es mi destino para burlar la ley.
Perdido en el corazón de la grande Babilón. Me dicen el clandestino, yo soy el quebra ley. Africano, clandestino, colombiano, clandestino, y el cubano, clandestino,
Marihuana ilegal.
¿Marihuana qué? Poor Chaz, he's getting rubbed out. Marijuana dance. Absolutely great track. I loved every bit of this. And I think, I don't know, I think it was, It Snows in America had said there's nothing more jubilant, if you would, as there is Latin music. And no matter where in the Latin world as the core of the influence might be, the stylings of the Latin music as a base of a genre is jubilant, as you said. It definitely has great storytelling mechanisms, you know, and it sinks you into almost kind of this trance-like vibe. If you were to drink whatever the culture's voodoo medicine was, and you get a that's how my body functions. I wake up in the morning and I'm my rhythm of my body functions. That sounds crappy as shit, but oh, no pun. But I mean, it's you know, that whole thing. But what I loved about it was also a representation of, you know, this global kind of collaboration. And they were as many different genres that could have been included in the instruments that were playing, like the guy from Turkey, the guy from, you know, Istanbul, whatever. It's almost like the common thread language is a music that has kind of a Latin base to it. I don't know. To me, I've never heard any Latin piece of music that pulls any other more raw of a more rawer visceral emotion is just being jubilant. Yeah, let's do this. Whether it's I love you, baby, or I'll kill your bad life. I forget again. I'm gonna poke your eye out. You know, it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want with it. A total celebration. Absolutely. It's a total celebration. You know, and also, and one of my favorite types, believe it or not, Latin music, there I go again, of Latin music is actually the Mexican norteñan sound. There's just something about that that is just so wonderful and so beautiful, especially the singers as well. Singers in all the Latin genres are amazeballs. There's just something about that norteñan music sound. Then again, maybe that's because I was kind of professionally brought up in that little circle, you know, back in the 80s. So, Tanto corazón, gracias, mucho más. ¿Dónde eres, tonto corazón? Anyhow, all that sort of stuff. Thank you so much for bringing that in there. I love it. I thought it was great. And all the Spanish people were like, hey, we know what you're saying. Ah, Dominicano. No me diga. All right, I like that. To all my Spanish friends out there. Soy boludo. Soy pelotudo. No, tal vez huevón. I'm sorry. It's just what my uncle used to call me all the time, but as a joker. My uncle was such a joker. Media sangre argentina y media italiano. So, entonces yo tengo un temper muy caliente, pero romántico. I'm sorry. Stupid. Oh, llevo a mil putas, carajo. Right there, I hear my grandfather. That was my grandfather's favorite thing. ¿Dónde está Gibi? Carajo, llevo mil putas, carajo, ¿dónde está? Mira, basura toda, no me limpias la pieza y tal. You know, that whole thing. He used to scream behind me. I'm sorry. I'm going to read what Arctic Stark says. Yes, very true, Arctic Stark. You guys read his statement up there. Very well done. Yeah. There's a lot of that cross there. Sorry. Okay. Mire que tiene que usar mi mujer. Perdón, por favor. Lo siento. Soy boludo. Soy pelotudo. Soy huevón. Sin nalga. Porque soy viejo. No, I'm sorry. I gotta stop. We gotta move on. I just keep going and I just... Oh my God, I gotta write a song on the ukulele like that, right? Wouldn't that be funny if I wrote a Spanish song like that on the ukulele? You know, did something, you know, that had a little bit of a chacarara or something like that, you know, and I don't know. Okay, I regress. I digress. I'm sorry. I got folks out there that want to hear their songs, and I'm coming, but every now and then I should do it, huh? Would that be hilarious? I'm actually writing a song that could jeopardize my career, but it's a really funny idea. But I don't know. If I release it, it's probably going to be the end of me. I have chick blick. Okay, here we go. Let's move on. Otherwise, this is going to turn into a different kind of shit show. Okay. Well, my Spanish is okay. ¿Sabes qué? Yo no hay amigos aquí en Hwamei, so entonces no puede practicar. So, yo tengo problemas con mis palabras, mis frases y todo. Si usted necesita dónde está el baño, sí, I got it. Pero si habla en español de negocios o políticos o cosas muy, you know, muy, no puede. Yo entiendo, pero no puede hablar. No puedo hablar. Y sí, ¿sabes? So that's my problem. You know what I mean? So I miss it. What I miss more than anything in the world is that when my father passed away, he was the mainstay of the Spanish. My mother lives here in Hawaii. So for my music career, I was in Los Angeles, and my dad's studio was in North LA. But my dad spoke Spanish, his wife spoke Spanish. They're all from Argentina. All the friends flying in from Argentina, all the friends. So every time we go to Dad's house, we all would speak Spanish. you know, but I just didn't really rinse in it enough. And then I left and came back here in 2001 too, and it just slips. And if you're not keeping it together, you know, and so, you know, I know it's funny. People go, oh, but you don't even have an accent and stuff. No, I said, no, you don't understand. I only know 200 words. And that's it. Outside of that bubble, I'm like, ¿Cuá? ¿Cómo? ¿Qué? No me recuerdo. No sabes. You know, so, you know, and what can you say? I do miss that. I truly miss that about my family, my father, my culture, you know, so. But what's really funny is every year here on the North Shore, I have two families. One comes from Cordoba, the other one comes in from Buenos Aires, and they stay about 6 or 7 houses away from me. And when they're here and I hang around enough with them, within about a week or two, I'm kind of in a flow. You know, especially when they're bringing me alfajores, dulce de leche, you know, and all the dirty words that go along with it. You know what I mean? But so I get to tie in a little bit to the Argentine culture at that point. So to me, that's your you know, thank you, Operated TV. But to me, that kind of, I get to dial back into the culture a little bit, which is great. And then, you know, I'll sit there and and once I know they're here, my grandmother, mi abuelita, me digo, che, pibe, huevón, vengas, and taught me how to make milanesa. So I can make milanese very well, according to my grandmother's recipe. So when they come in, I make milanese. So that's the good thing. All right, onward and forward. I'm sorry, I fell off this nostalgic ladder. Oh, you guys love milanese? Que lo parió. Que divina, see? That's that would be my neighbor, a very famous piano player, Cesar from Argentina, used to come over from Argentina. Cesar Gentil, and he was an amazing classical piano player, and he was hilarious. Everything he said was oh, que comida es increíble, puta carajo. Everything was so dramatic, you know. Que ooh, and then it would be really funny because all he knew in English was son of a bitch. So he would say, oh, mira este es un son of a bitch. It was just classic, man. It was just, he would rip off like full Babalu and then in the middle of it go, ay, cara, son of a bitch. You know? Ooh, and he'd always do that. Ooh, puta madre, que lo prepare, son of a bitch. And he was something else. Good stuff. All right, let's just go. I'm sorry. This is just what I do. All right, let's continue on. Oranai, are you still here after that babble of yabble that I just got through doing? What are you going to do? Hi, Oranai, how are you? There you are. Good to have you back here and hanging out. Yes, the nostalgia does hit me like a brick, tonto corazon. It warms me up. Okay, Oranai, we are going to do a game called Ecco, the Dolphin. Oh, wait, let me open up the this here. Ecco, the Dolphin, Defender of the Future. Yes. The title even does it for me. You're going to go to bed after this? Oh, yes. Okay. Got you covered. Let's do this. Let's tuck you in. Let's get this going here. She says it's something a little different for today. So I'm down for that. Let's go. All right. Thank you guys for bearing with that little nostalgic moment there. That was fun. Serious type of composition, like you're You're getting through some of the darker periods of the game. Could this have been like the beginning vibes of what would end up one day being Abzu? Ooh. I love the melody happening here. What's the name of that Arabic mode? Oh, that string arrangement blowing up the back. Yeah, the Frisian is very similar. It sits on top of that Arabic or Celtic vibe. I like the delayed reverb from that string melody that's happening on the right side. Very nice touch. Notice that kind of steel drum arpeggiation's been there the whole time. What a great piece of music. If this is kind of matching gameplay, kind of, what a great piece of music. Works perfect for this. That sample there is nice. Yeah, that's why I knew the mode was different, because there was something different about it. You know, it is a supporting string section in the back too that just makes this thing so soulfully pulling. Yeah, I never heard of this game before, but definitely without a doubt, it gives me the Abzu vibes, maybe like I was saying earlier. If this could have been maybe influential, maybe to the devs. It's the same devs I think that did Journey. We did Abzu. I'm still waiting for them to complete the new one. I forgot, what is it called? Chicken of the Sea or something? Where the guys it's Chicken of the Sea. Sword of the Sea. God, don't laugh at me. I can hear you. And I actually reached out to Austin about 6-7 months ago, and I says, hey, So we're gonna, we keep on missing each other for the interview. But I said, what's going on? And he goes, yeah, we're just still working on final touches and stuff. So I can hardly wait till that comes out. I think it's gonna be such a badass game. Anyhow, this track was wonderful. That weaving in and out, I get with the E Phrygian vibe. For those of you who don't know what that is, in the music world, there's something called a Phrygian mode that when it's out or when the composer uses any chord changes that lends itself to a Phrygian mode, it gives you that very Celtic, bagpipe, Arabic kind of, or Pakistani-ish kind of vibe where you have, there's a tonic, sometimes there's a constant note through it, through these two kind of movements that are breathing in the chord changes, but yet it gives you that very kind of like cobra snaking and slithering through the grass kind of a thing, you know, that we're all kind of embedded with, because that's the only imaging for myself that I know. When I think of the Phrygian mode, automatically I go into slithering snakes or sneaky little things that are happening, you know, and that mode lends itself to that, if I may say so, my mode self. But I thought that was a wonderful track. I really enjoyed it. And like I said, one of the things that I enjoyed, I mean, the melody was great. That little string work in the background was really slick. But the cool thing was that pattern that was right behind it the whole time. Yes, Jakin. Jakin does his homework. That pattern that just kept on happening with the kind of pseudo-sounding, it wasn't quite steel drums, but that pattern that was already established. But as a mood piece of music for the game, it was perfect. Meaning, it was there to just keep you hunting. It was a really great kind of a hunting, looking for, solving kind of vibe. You know, I love that. What did I just put here? So kind of a lot of those styles. Yeah, I love that style of music too. It's very seductive, I. It can put you into a place. That's why a lot of meditation music and stuff like that actually really revels in a Phrygian kind of vibe. You know, it does. If you listen to any kind of real meditation music, it kind of, a lot more of them will sit in a Phrygian kind of sauce. Phrygian sauce. If I was a better lead musician, I'd probably write a track called Phrygian Sauce. And then you put it in the refrigerator. No, I'm sorry. Please don't come for me on that. No, I don't think, Jake, I don't know if that was, it didn't sound like it was plucked. It sounded like it was maybe something that he did on a keyboard, you know? Sorry, tonto. You know what I mean? Let's just listen just to that pattern, just for a heartbeat, just for a second. That's that pattern. That sounds like it's something. It could be something that's picked, and I'm not picking it up. But I'm sorry, that was stupid. I'm just saying. But in my mind, it kind of sounded like it could have been some kind of a MIDI blend of sorts, you know. So I definitely can't nail it, you know. It could be something that's picked, but I couldn't quite sink my teeth into it. A kalimba, that's another one too. It could have been a kalimba, yeah. But okay, next up, let's go to Inksentia. Inksentia to the rescue. Oh my gosh, everybody keeps dropping in more donos. I'm never going to finish that today. Inksentia, we are doing a band here. And the name of this particular track is called, or the band is Acolyte. And the name of the song is Entropy. And this is coming to you with more Australian proggy goodness. Okay, no, you're the best, man. You're the best. Okay, let's do this. Are you ready? Good night, Ornai. Everybody say good night to Ornai. Okay, let's do this. All right. Sounds like maybe this was done in the 90s.
Where's the line? Can no longer find
Nice diggy sound on the bass. Man, that's an old polyphonic synth sound for that lead. Didn't even have to change that pattern through those chord changes. There was a little bit of an ELO thing going on there. Plays around a little bit with symphonic metal every now and then as well. Yeah, Dio's a good call.
Do I have time to resolve what's inside me before the rage takes hold and let go? I can't communicate what I need to. These walls
I like what they're doing here. Wow. Kind of cut time vibe. Oh, vocals are pulled back in the pocket on that mix. God, I love where the bass is on the mix on this. Sounds fantastic. A little bit of a Gilmore tone on that lead. That's great. I think this is the second modulation in the track. Ooh, nice fancy roll by the drummer. This came out in 2021. Well, if this is a more recent production, these guys really leaned on nostalgia for their sounds. Like That's an old Styx kind of lead. Maybe like a monophonic mood vibe right there. Oh, in Australia. Yeah, true. Ooh, the drums.
You're in charge of your own history. Find that light, look for it within. To be free, you know who you are. Will you let me stand on my own?
Beautiful pan with the mics on the toms and stuff. There's a lot of great music coming out of Australia. If you want me to hate, I will. Wow. There's a little bit of a Rush vibe here, like Camera Eye or something. Drummer. Oh my God, what a great piece of music. Very hold on. Did I notice on the chat that do I have a delay going on or something? Is there something happening with I'm being doubled, or anybody else, or is it just Kairu who had too many drinks? I'm kidding. Everything's okay? Okay. Okay, I just want to 1 a.m. It must be something on your system, Kairu. Anyhow, let me get back to this. I really, really loved all the unique arrangement dynamics in this track. At the very beginning, I thought that maybe... yeah, of course, it's Steam Labs. That's what they do. I thought... I was hearing something older and nostalgic, but when I find out, and we've talked about this before with the Japanese composers and anime and video games and stuff, when the producers make, or the directors or the people in charge make a decision to sound nostalgic, but use You can't help it. You're using modern day technology to sound nostalgic unless you can find a ribbon mic with an, reel to reel and an old Neve, preamp and all the rest of the shimmy shimmy cocoa pop, unless you go to Dave Grohl's studio. And then even then. But the fact that this track is only about 4 years old really leaned into the musicianship and the quality of music for this particular track. Whether it's from Australia or anywhere in the world, as just a piece of music with this musicianship, I thought it was great. It was fantastic storytelling musically. I was listening to the lyrics more than I normally do. I think it was because, remember I said earlier how the vocals seemed like they were a little down in the pocket? So I wanted to listen to it a little more. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, those of you who are long time listeners now, to what I do and stuff. When I talk about the mix and stuff like that, you can detect how different tracks have very unique types of engineering based on style of song, the genre, et cetera, et cetera. But even in the rock world, you'll find these many different techniques that, the vocalist is pulled back, the drums are a little hotter than the vocals, it seems like. You got to craft a little pocket to get the vocals to fit in and stuff like that. This was really super technically well done, also engineering-wise. Really fun little rhythmical little things that happened and caught us off guard to kind of make sure that we didn't just sit and stew, for almost 10 minutes on a specific groove. They kept on changing that up as well. Vocal range was wonderful. So this was a great track, and I don't know the Entropy. And the name of the band again, was it Acolyte? Is that it? I'm reading this because I already deleted that. But anyhow, what a great track. Thank you so much for that. I really enjoyed it. I love the fact that I've been listening to music that has had some minutes to it, and I have not felt one bit of going, is this going to, how much longer do I got? Because every once in a while, I got to tell you, sometimes I do. I'll look at something and go, oh, okay. We got another 8 minutes. Sometimes there are, but... Yes, well, I already did a track, PR10N. I did, the folks here on the stream got me into, I guess, Chapter 2, was it, from Opeth? So I already got that. That'll be on the stream when I put this up on the stream, if it doesn't get blocked, and it'll also be on the YouTube channel. For those of you, by the way, really quick, if you don't know, I do have a YouTube channel where I export this within a couple of days, this session, and I put it onto YouTube, so you can always catch up to it over there. So... right over there, they just popped up the YouTube channel. So if you miss anything or whatever, you can always go over there and check it out. So far, guys, while I check out this next track and get ready to load up Kairu's next track, how many of you guys have heard the Opeth new album? In the meantime, Kairu snuck in with the 1 penny boost. I'm kidding. We're doing an anime called Paprika. Paprika? I guess like the spice. The name of the track is Girl in Bukaki. Byakkoya. Girl in Byakkoya. Girl in... Sorry. That's when my eyes start to get... Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. My eyes see, it goes through my brain and filters and it comes out and I get it. I'm sorry. Just, terms of service, I'm done. It's over. I'm roasted. Oh my gosh. Let's just go. I'm sorry, Kyra. You see, Bocce. I almost choked to death for saying the wrong word. Bocce. There goes my channel. I'm going to get canceled. Okay. Well, so anyhow, Cairo said this is the opening thing to a really head-trippy anime movie. It already sent you the song Parade. Oh, yeah, I remember Parade. And this is composed by Susumu Hirasawa. Hirasawa. There's no H there. Hirasawa. Okay. All right, let's go. This is great little technical editing. What a trippy track. The composer singing? Nice backgrounds. Shadow, is this kind of like a peyote head rush kind of anime? Real trippy? There's a great squawky bass line down there. Listen really closely for that squawky bass line. I love it. As trippy as a production this is, it's memorable. It's got a nice hook.
Chào các bạn, đây là quê hương của chúng tôi, đây là tương lai của chúng tôi.
Composer's having the best time of his life writing this. Really great separation in the instrumentation. Oh my God, that old snare sound. Really nice build here. I really like this. Very creative, very abstract at the very beginning and the end. I didn't know what I was in for. If it was maybe one of those Vocaloid things that you were dropping on me, Kairu. This was a really nice track. It really panned out to have a lot of really nice elements that, for me, kept me very interested in it. Sometimes I get this little click into my head when I go, how is it the composer is using such a cheeseball snare and trap sound, you know? And that's, well, the reason why I'm probably not a producer and a composer of that style, because my brain doesn't think like that, but it's such a great thing for me to experience. The dynamics in songs, that the structure of the tones that they use for their instrumentation. Obviously, everything about this was digital. Almost, and they even digitized his own voice, except for some of the other stuff. Yet there was such great separation. You know, tonally, it was such a great little track that had really nice separation. You know. Uh-oh, somebody got bingo? Who got bingo? Anyhow, Kairu, that was a great track. Who got bingo? 1 a.m. saying somebody got bingo. I.O. crossface a potato. Hey, Snake, how are you, buddy? Yes, the duct tape fixed everything. Thank you so much. Except Kairu scared me once because he thought he heard my voice twice. But we all good so far. How are you, buddy? Anyhow, Kairu, I really did dig the track. Thank you very much. Next up is... God, I've got... You know, I'm as grateful as I am to get donos. It's very nice. Thank you very much. For some reason, this week I got a lot. I'm kind of overwhelmed here. But next up is going to be Lisa Wolf. Lisa Wolf, how be you be? Ibuprofen. Are you still here, Lise? Oh, this is a long one, folks. We're sitting down here to enjoy ourselves here. So this one is called, the band is called Eloy. The name of the track is called The Apocalypse. So I introduce you to another one, Overlook the progressive band from Germany, Eloy, formed around 69. Multiple albums deep. Came Silent Cries and Mighty Echoes of 1979, a decade into their run. Wow, we're going into the time machine again. And now I'm choking on a popcorn kernel. Hang on, I gotta mute my mic and I've got to cough this thing out. Stand by. Sorry, I was still mudded. Sorry. And just when I turned it on, I hope you guys didn't hear the itty belch. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, it wasn't that I was choking on the popcorn kernel, but you know when it gets... I can only speak from my own experience. And I do have a fart redemption, don't I? Oh my God, I gotta find my fart machine. Ever had a kernel stuck in a part of your throat where you can't get it to clear? Like maybe it's that little kernel, little thingy in the inside of a popcorn, and it got stuck right here. It got hung up in my hurl up. Yeah, is that the worst feeling? And then you got to sit there and you feel like, you know, like you want to take your finger and just go, and I couldn't. Otherwise, I'd be booting groceries if I would have done that. But I finally, it cucked out. But like, you guys don't need the details. It wasn't gross. It was just one little freaking kernel. But it was right here. I was like, come on, man. Jiffy Pop be jabbing my throat is right. It hit me right there. All right, let me get my headsets on. Oh, they're on already. Oh, shit. Here we go. I don't even know what I'm doing now. Let me get my... They're on. Where are my keys? They're in your fucking hands, dumbass. Okay. Here we go. Where was I? Lisa. We're with Lisa's track. Okay. A progressive band from 1979. Let's do this. This is a bit of a lengthy listen, so let's just sit back and enjoy. And let's go.
evening's gone. We lived a daydream, embracing home. Now we gotta wake up. Do we really think the world to be a creative oversight? Do we really think of senseless power? But forces will reveal, expose the true essence of things, the reason of all that has come to existence. No more silent cries will be able to divide it all. We're lonely in the nights. Fragrances of truth will call for us. Will we ever find out what means to be? Will we
Dark Side of the Moon vibes for me.
the day we see? While we exploring thousand mighty mites in the lost newborn, only true kingdom.
There's a layered sound in there. I really like this track. And what that bass is doing. Nice fill. Collins. What a buttery sound on that lead. Oh, that fill was one of my favorite fills when I was a kid.
The counterfeit master of the world will call for his empire. He's a demon of illusion, sorrow, darkness, morning and appearance. Forests will explode and run with wings. Spirits will ascend into the sky. Cities will catch fire.
I like that.
And the carbonized, silent, hot and dry. Afraid of our modern frame. Serial we are, that's stirring up all fire. I see our life in limbo still not come to harm at that moment. That's the reason why we still think of everything to be alright. But our hidden souls already dwell in seas of flames with hot solution.
How will we stand the fight tomorrow?
Kind of like they wrote this song knowing that by 2025 gummies would take over the world. I mean that in a positive way, of course. Then again, we don't know what they were on when they wrote this. Not suggesting you had to be on anything in order to write this, but I'm just saying. Drums sound fantastic. I wonder if this was digitally remastered. Best emoji ever for this song, Amon. That Phil. I think these arrangements are really pushing into the super can't finish a sentence because every time I start to finish a sentence, they lay something else on it. It's next level. There's things you can pull from this that have Floyd and other influences, but this is a whole different. Nice Phil there. Dr. Phil. It's almost like the drummer's starting to go, okay, I need some juice. The fills are getting a little more, you know? Give me that da 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 da. DR? Yeah, that's kind of a familiar line. God, that is such an old filtered sweep. That must be from the old Obi. Uh-oh, Vangelis. Chariots of Fire is about to step in. What is it, me? Oh, I didn't put that together that Oberheim was German. Stupid. This was great about the prog bands back in the days. They'd let certain things just glide. But I also think it represents the era. You know, the psychedelic. Uh-oh, where's Mr. Mister? You know if you know. It's like the beginning of Kitty A. Absolutely, Sea-Dog. There's no two ways about that. I kind of feel the guy who's doing that lead work is going, what does this wheel do? Oh, that's the mod. Wow, listen to this. With that flangey vibe as well. But you could tell the flange is coming out of a stomp pedal. And it's not in sidechain, it's not in post. Lisa, what a badass track. Gosh, thank you so much. And once again, you know, Lisa, you've been bringing into the chat here a lot of really great prog, older prog works that we only know what we know. We only know, especially in the 70s, this was the problem with the music world before the internet, is that based on connections and funneling through, playlists and program directors or where we were in the planet, we only got fed music that we were well aware of. Sometimes I find that very unique when I listen to like interviews of bands in the 50s. They say, well, we never heard of, let's say, I don't know, famous guy. I can't, one doesn't come to my head. When I'm thinking to myself, how can you not? This is one of the most famous, American rock, legends or whatever. And you come to realize that's because radio airwaves didn't cross over. And unless you found the record in some kind of dusty corner, you had no idea of what incredible music there was out there. So of course being, pretty much raised here and on the mainland, which is still America through and through, you only got that kind of programming. So where's Pink Floyd? There's this, there's that. But then all the incredible talent that didn't make the playlist or that didn't, get outside of the bubble, maybe of a local township or a local, a district or or even maybe a local part of a country, And so this was fantastic. And for me, I mean, if I was to sit there and A/B it with some of the bands that I thought were fantastic, I'd sit there and go, yeah, these guys are a little bit more like leaning into some great, proggy work without overdoing it, And this is not to take away from any other bands or anything that made an impact on my life, but I was like, oh my gosh. Like if I would have heard this music when I was younger, I probably would have stopped rolling it and just using the bong. No, I'm kidding. But anyhow, it was really, really great track. Really wonderfully heady. Something else, somebody had mentioned in the chat that they weren't really too akin to the voice, that it was kind of the speaking melodic vibe. And there's some of that where I can kind of catch on to that, where that can get a bit, if it keeps going, kind of that Dylan kind of vibe, where it's more spoken. The one thing about a lot of the music that you brought here is that the melodies, the voices, there are no vibrato. Did you ever notice that? Is it me? But in a lot of that prog work that we're listening to, it is as straightforward and unprocessed in the vocal aspect that vibrato is an essence in it. Have you ever heard any vibrato in Pink Floyd? Have you ever heard any vibrato in a lot of these tracks that we've been listening to? No. So vocalization wasn't necessarily, or stylizing your vocals wasn't necessarily a thing you would focus on in prog. At least that's what I'm getting from it. That's what I feel. That's what I'm getting from it, I don't know. But clear, yeah, right. Clear, clean voices. Brig. Is that how you say it? Brig. So, I don't know. I'm just feeling that. But that was great. Listen. Thank you for that. Every time I listen to that, I'm going, oh my God, what did I miss? Like in the world. Thank you. Oh my God, another kernel. Sorry, you didn't need to see that, but these kernels are just showing up. It's a major disappointment that these kernels are showing up. Get it? Kernel, major, that. Wait, here they come. Ban. Kairu. All right, next up we got Dixon. You approve? Okay. Dixon, 465, wants a band called Chat Pile. Chat Pile. Are you here, Dixon? There you are. Oh, he booed me too on my bad joke, but that's okay. We're here to play. So Dixon wants us to listen to a song from the band Chat Pile called Slaughterhouse. Sounds like this is going to be a nice testimonial for breakfast. And this a narrative on cattle slaughter. Oh, great. Well, here we go, guys. That's what this is all about. We're twisting it around. We're twisting it in the wind. Let's see what we got here. All right. Damn. on that bottom. Oh, that bass. Guys, listen to the bass on this. Is that what this is? More leaning in on the sludge metal? Does that say hair in the crack? Hammers and greaves. Oh. Hammers and grease, that's gnarly. So much of the bottom of the balls of this riff is made up with that bass tone. It's huge. That was absolutely a monster of a track. Okay, apparently my mic is messed up now because I've got hammers and grease in it. Give me a second, guys. Let me go through a 2-step process here. I feel like I need to go through a 12-step to get this thing fixed. Everybody hang on. Stand by. Yeah, the duct tape. Snake came in just a little too early. Checking on my mic. Everything was good. Okay, hang on. Here we go, guys. Let's see what we got here. Give me a second. Here's step number 1. Let me know if this worked. 1, 2, 3. Not yet. How about now? Did it work? Did it work? Check 2, 3. Oh, no. Okay, wait a second. Oh, it did? It worked? Oh, okay, good. Because I was going to have to, like, turn on the power generator and stuff to get it going. Ugh, okay. All right, there we go. Good, we're back. Oof, good. That was a one-trick pony right there. Step 1, there was no step 2. Yes, step 2 was yes. Patty cake on a ukulele. All right, good. We didn't have to go through so much. I don't need a phantom for this. That's the funny thing. It's a trip. Lacrimosa. Bum, 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 bum. I just need a 12-step program for me, period. That's just my thing. Lacrimosa, is you in the house, If you are, this is for you, sir. As we go, Lacrimosa. Well, this sounds like a very happy song, too. This is by a very cozy band called Bloody Tyrant. And he says, I think the video speaks for itself. So nice little wonderful pre-holiday kind of vibes, perhaps. Are we ready? Let's go. Oh. Thought it was going to be like some kind of slam metal or something. I jump scared myself. Not expecting that. Love how the drummer kicked into the 30 seconds. There was a harmony growl there, as if it needed it. Badass. Really weird trippy chord thing just happened there. You guys hear that? Was it me? That right there, what was that? I love it that the daintiness of that instrument is right in the middle of all this. And you can still hear it. strumming technique. Empty out the saturation. Okay, so the track totally caught me off guard with how she was performing. You know, when she came in with the growling. The opening of the track, I thought I jump scared myself just a little bit with it, Lacrimosa. Because I was just starting to kind of lock in. I kind of figured for a minute, you know, the dark robe she was wearing, that we were going to jump into something, but I didn't realize that it was going to get real metally. One thing about this recording, which makes it unique for me, is it sounded like it was hit the record button and go. Did you feel the humanized vibe, as we like to call it in the recording world? Because technology has gotten to where it is, there's actually settings that when things sound too perfect, you can actually set, you know, a plugin or something to make it sound a little more human, which means things don't lock up necessarily perfect. You know, the drums with the guitar or the bass and the guitar, you know, and they all have their own little life happening in their orb of the track, you know. And for me, that was kind of like, I wonder what's going on here. Like, and they just organically just went into the studio and just knocked this out, you know. The tones of the guitars were great. This lady's voice, this young singer's voice was just insane. There was that one little section where somebody else growled on top of it as if to do a harmony or just to reinforce the darker tone of it. But I guess Bloody Tyrant, that must be the name of the band, right? Lacrimosa, is that the name of the band? And it looks like it's just released. There's only about 695 views of it. So... But it was for me to listen to this, I was really just getting into the fact, too, that if it was a one-off recording, too, I was watching them. They were like, as I'm watching them play, even though this was a video, their concentration and just being in their zone without overdoing it. You know, sometimes you watch a lot of metal things, and sometimes it gets to the place where, you know, the headbanging and stuff is part of the culture, is part of all that. But these guys were just down into it. They hunkered down, they loaded down, and they just went whoop, and they went for it. You know, so thank you, Lacrimose. I keep on doing that, Lacrimose. I hope you're doing well. I hope you got some plans for the week coming up. So once again, I just want to let everybody know that I will not be here after today for about a week to 10 days because of all the family festivity things. If I do not get to your track, what I promise you is if I do not get to your track tonight, I will do an off session, you know, for the donos. I'll do an off session. Like, I'll just okay, grab all the tracks and sit down here for an hour and just do a custom session, and then I'll put it up on the YouTube. It just kind of depends on a couple of things, including my stamina, you know, with my voice. Where am I? I think I'm only at about 3 hours, but... Okay, this one track I had to pull from, remember I told you at the very beginning of the stream that I had some... Venmo. Some people from the old link has Venmos that they'd sent me some stuff, and I had no idea they were there, and I'm like, oh man, there's 2 there. So I have to grab one from a Venmo thingy, so I thought I would do it. This one, it kind of concerns me. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for this one. And he said that it's absolutely mind-numbingly hilarious, and it's actually very musical, but the content matter is... What's it called? Uncle Fucka or something from South Park? I don't know. I'm probably going to get... I don't think I'll get in trouble if it's South Park and it's out there on YouTube. I'm assuming that if it's out there, then it's, you know, out there. But I have no idea what this is. And he says... he had said something about it sounded like a Western. I was like, well, how bad could it possibly be if it sounds like a Western? So he says, I had to watch it from the very beginning, though. He said, like, the first 10 or 15 or 20 seconds is Cartman and everybody just talking or something. I don't know. Let's find out. So this is from Initials CJ here on the stream. Well, he's not here on the stream. This came through Venmo, but this is, I guess, from South Park. I guess this was a movie cut or something. I don't know if it was an episode or it had to have been a movie if it's got any dirty words in it. And this one is called Uncle Fucka. So let's see what this is. Here we go. Oh, it's a short song.
Let me have some candy, Cartman. Oh, let's see. Nope, I don't have any Jewish candy. Like you really need all that chocolate, fat boy. Shh, the movie's starting.
Is that Ike?
Hooray!
Say, Terrance, what did the Spanish priest say to the Uranian gynecologist?
I don't know, Philip. What? Where do they come up with this stuff? You're such a pig fucker, Philip. What did he say?
Terrance, why would you call me a pig fucker?
Well, let's see. First of all, you fuck pigs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there goes my stream. I'm over. I'm done.
Yes, and call me a bitch.
Oh, you shit-faced cockmaster.
Wow. Shit-faced cockmaster. Listen, you donkey-raping shit-eater. Donkey-raping shit-eater.
Dopey baby, she did her.
You'd
Go
fuck
eat.
your uncle.
Ike,
You'd fuck
eat.
your uncle.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're a cocksucking, ass-licking Uncle Fucker. You're an Uncle Fucker. Yes, it's true. Nobody fucks uncles quite like you.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're the one
Well, the
that
music
fucked your
does sound like
uncle,
something that might have been off of Blazing Saddles,
You
a
don't eat no
Western
sleep
kind of
all
parody
night,
thing.
You just fuck your uncle all day long.
Oh, shit. My stream, it's over. I'm going to get canceled like it's nobody's business.
What garbage.
Well, what do you expect? They're Canadian.
The music sounds fantastic, though. The music.
You're an Uncle Fucker, I must say.
You fucked your uncle yesterday. Uncle Fucker, that's U-N-C-L-E. Fuck you, Uncle Fucker. Suck my balls.
Oh, no, I think Quado came to visit after that. I'm dying. My stomach's killing me. Holy crap. That's it. I get you. I bet you I'm in trouble with my stream now. I'll bet. Yeah, I guess it's been a good run. I'm definitely going to get in trouble. Rest in peace is right, probably. Quado came flying out on that, I think. I am having a little rebirthing. I think I may have torn my hernia a couple of days back. Anyhow, that was an absolutely foul, dirty little bit, but it's South Park. What I will say is that the music on that was phenomenal. And what I've heard about South Park stuff in their movies and stuff, that these guys were also the composers as well. Not only are they the cartoonists and stuff, but they're the composers. I don't know that they'd be the orchestrators. That's two different things. But that they obviously are the composers of that. I'm not going to say they definitely were not the orchestrators. Can't say definitely for nothing. But that was world-class orchestrated and conducted and performed by those musicians. So whether or not they had their hand in that, as much as it was they wrote the song per se and maybe had said, oh, I'm going to go ahead and we wrote this song, it's like this, but let me give it to a composer orchestrator. And then they say, we want this to be a comedic Western kind of vibe, you know, kind of like something that would have been on Blazing Saddles. And actually there is a track or two on Blazing Saddles that has that same kind of vibe, you know, so. Yeah, I heard about that too. The Book of Mormon I heard was also had incredible music. Just, I haven't seen it. I don't know, is it a movie? It was a play, wasn't it? I don't remember what it was. But anyhow, I don't think I'm going to get in trouble for that. I don't know if maybe I was trolled. What would it be, or something? But you know, if I get in trouble, Landbird. Let's see, hadn't left something. Oh, the mods answered that. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Anyhow, well, if I got trolled, if I got punked for doing that track, well, hopefully the people at Twitch or whomever does the reviews will know that that's not my MO. You know, I don't think I get in trouble. If I do, I can always, you know, just say, guys, I didn't know. But I figured if it had YouTube on it and then I didn't see any disclaimer when it popped up, I was like, you know. Okay, I have to do one more from that Venmo poll really quick. This one is very recent, though. This one is a track by, let me see here, Spiritbox. I guess this new track just came out from Spiritbox, of which I am an incredible fan of. And Spiritbox and Ginger and stuff like that. I'm incredible fans of theirs. I mean, obviously they're phenomenal singers, but what they do with their music in that genre to me makes it so accessible. There's power, there's gnarliness, but there's incredible musicianship in it. So I look forward to this. So this is new from Spiritbox. Let's go check this out and see what this sounds like. You guys ready? Let's go. Another one of those bands that'll use the ambient pad work in the background. Love it. Big dives on the guitar.
So cover up the way. I'll give to someone that's free. Imitation of the perfect soul. I'll shine a light into 1,000 eyes, all watching, waiting.
Great engineering. Jeez. Great song construction hitting us here, with the hook. They're punchy, they're in it to win it within a minute kind of vibe. Damn. Diving way down there on that zero. But it sounds... big takeover by the ambient ethereal vibe on this. Nice harmonic.
So cover up the way. I'll give to someone that's free. Imitation of the perfect soul. I'll shine a light into 1,000 eyes, all watching, waiting for me. I'll give to someone that's free. Imitation of the perfect soul. I'll shine a light into 1,000 eyes, all watching, waiting. My dreams are just a fantasy, and that is all they'll ever be. I turn the lights out on 1,000 eyes, all watching, waiting.
Wow, could this be like one of those tracks that's ginormously crossover? It's so accessible, I think, to people who might not necessarily be into, the metalcore, darker genres, that really is, just the sound of the music is a gatekeeper for those that are just not maybe quote unquote into it. One of the unique things about this is that the engineer, whoever engineered this, really crafted some amazing zones for the tones to survive and not feel like you're washing out to a genre as an engineer. You know, if you know what I'm talking about. In this case, the darker, heavier, gnarlier tones of the guitar, they weren't too fried up on the top end. They really sold you on the balls on the bottom, but that left a lot of room for her vocals. But also, they really rinsed that ethereal pad pretty much through the whole track, which gives you that glidey, slow-mo emotion in your head. Regardless of watching the video, I thought the video was really cool. She's a phenomenal, phenomenal singer. I think the very first track I've heard of hers was about 3 years ago when I started the Decomposer Lounge. And then I was introduced to Ginger and all that. But I think this might be one of those tracks that might have that potential to bring in a wider audience into what I think is a changing landscape of metalcore. And if that's what this is, I'm not too sure if it's the metalcore and what it's considered. I get a little out there with the genres. Song construction-wise, look, it's a 4-minute track that had the hook in there 3 times. And I love the ending of it. The ending of it was very authentic. It didn't need to be like, you know, a banger out there kind of ending. It kind of, that's where I believe the potential floodgates for a wider fan base could be in the fact that there's a lot of those dynamics in the song that lent itself to some lo-fi little things that happened in the mix that would explode. There was a lot of emotional fireworks in it for me, and the sounds of it and everything. So I thought the track was great. The one thing I will say is that the drums, this must be something that's happening today's day and age, and me being an old fart, I'm just hearing it a little more, that the drums seem to have kind of a normalized volume, if you would, through and through. What I mean by that is that once the kick and stuff are EQ'd a certain way and compressed and stuff, the volume value of it stays kind of here, except for the couple times that the engineer took it and maybe did a little lo-fi to it or something, you know. So sometimes for me when I'm listening to it, because the thing is that the engineers nowadays can create and craft such clean pockets for these instruments to live and stuff, that now what happens is if there's any void of any what I would consider human style nuances, they're a little more pronounced, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of the, I don't want to say, the word sterile isn't the right word I want to use, but it kind of adjacent to that, you know, a little bit. But I thought it was a great track. I thought it was an absolutely great track. So keep an eye on what they're going to be doing next.